These stupid ass mice tried to sneak in my house. That was kind of sad. They're just
My
like
cat
these
used to
little
go in.
tiny mice. They had
Yeah.
holes in their torso. I was
Oh
like,
my.
oh, you're dead.
My cat likes to go in the garage, bring lizards in, put them in their water bowl.
Sounds about right.
Lizards.
Lizards in the water bowl.
Everybody's just like, where the
Yeah.
fuck these people live at?
IU kills flies and all kinds of animals.
My dogs just bark.
Beetles.
They
My
bark.
dog eats stink bugs.
Yeah. They just run outside and then run back inside and bark the entire time. They never do anything. They just bark a lot at nothing and then come back inside. Yeah, it sucks. Especially when I'm like playing Halo or something. Well, I'll just be like yelling out callouts and all of a sudden.
Aren't they're all beagles, right?
Yeah.
All the bagels you could ever want.
I love bagels.
My mom just got another dog too.
Really?
Yeah. So like she adopted this 10-year-old mutt thing.
Oh my god. What's with her and old dogs?
I don't know. She's on
Yeah,
part of
that's
one of
sad.
those rescue
Yeah.
things, and then she'll just like take animals randomly. Like
That's
all
cool.
of her dogs are just like adopted dogs.
I don't know, that's sad that I only have old dogs.
Well, that's the only dog she has that's old.
She takes care of them though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
she
nice.
keeps track of them. I saw the thing she posted, and it was like his steps, his whereabouts. She has a little tracker on him, and he went all over the neighborhood.
Well, that's because he rushes the fucking gate. If he
It's
rushes the
so
gate,
funny.
like my mom and Frank aren't big enough to like handle Duke if he rushes. So,
Yeah.
like, if Frank can grab a hold of his collar, that's the only way it works out. It's stupid because like every time I go over there, I'll block the gate while I let the kids in, and then I'll start going in, and he'll fucking slam the gate right next to me, and just fucking take off. And Frank gets all mad at me. I'm like, oh, like you guys don't do this every day. I have Facebook. I can see what you guys are talking about.
It's like my friend Rob.
Yeah.
His neighbor has a dog that gets out so much that he just lets the dog in his house and he'll feed him and let him hang out and just take him back whenever.
I see Frank grabbing onto Duke's collar and just like ragdolling.
When he starts like taking off, that's practically what happens. Yeah, he'll just drag you. Kind
This
of.
fucking dog.
I had to chase after him one time. Whenever they first got him, I let him out, and they both got so mad at me. So I fucking went all over the neighborhood on foot for like maybe an hour and a half, and I fucking found him in this field. And I was like, hey, motherfucker. And it was like a samurai standoff. We were just sitting there. And he's just standing, and he looks at me. And I was like, all right. And he ran at me, and I ran at him. And he brushed past me, circled around, and then tried to shoot for the woods, and I dove on top of him. And fucking all he did was just go even harder, and my face fucking smacked right into the dirt. It fucking sucked, dude. It was a muddy, like,
Old Duke boy is at it again.
like muddy, fucking like rainy, getting into winter and shit. It's just shitty out. I'm just like fucking freezing, dirty as fuck, and did not accomplish the fucking mission at all. And I walked back to my mom's and was like, fuck that dog. He's fucking
He's
huge,
one of those
dude.
net guns.
That sucked. I forgot all about that until we started talking about it fucking getting out. Yeah. Same thing with like chasing down the beagles when they got out last time. When they were gone for like 3 days. Yeah, like
Yeah.
me and Timmy jumped on his side by side and we're flying through the woods and shit.
Where did you find him at?
Dude, we never found any of them. They all just came back one at a time throughout the days. And it's
Wow.
just like when we were shooting through the woods, I got the phone call on the way back. And I was driving back to my house on the side by side, and then Casey called me. Link's finally home, and they slept for like 2 days. They hardly even went outside. They were just tore up, man. They just so tired.
Yeah, they
Tired
probably didn't really
doggos.
have food either.
No. Zelda, we found Zelda just like, we came home one day and she was just sitting in the driveway, like a fat ass. I was like, what? And then slowly throughout the couple days, they would just randomly appear and come in. It was strange. But that's like the sketchy part about it, is just because, well, Link was all by himself at the very end. So, like, how many of them were by themselves the whole time? You know?
They probably all were.
Yeah, it's like weird. Because, like, I caught Beetle. Beetle's the only one that didn't get out, and he was trying to get out through this little hole in the fence. And I caught him with his head stuck in the fence. I was like, ha, bitch. Where's your friends?
Gotcha.
Yeah. What's everybody been playing this week?
Ninja Gaiden.
I played XCOM and Metroid.
Yee. I've been playing a lot. Just
I
swap.
beat that rock dude. Finally.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
That fight's unnecessarily long.
Oh yeah, it
Like,
is.
way too long. And it's just,
It used to be hard when I was a kid.
yeah, I was wondering if he was, like, gonna get harder as the time went on, and he just didn't. Because, like, when you do that strafe jump shit, it's like, nothing going to hit you.
Yeah, you have like the best strafe jump, and you can just continuously do it over and over again.
Right.
So those big ice monster things, I always just strafe around them and shoot them in the ass all the time.
I don't even fight those things anymore.
I always fight them.
After I got
'Cause
the
they used to
ice beam,
fuck me up.
I got that ice beam, bro, and
Damn.
those fucking Chozo ghosts are everywhere now.
Oh, those are the worst.
Yes. It's just like, it's like, this is just kind of like a mini boss fight every time I see you guys. Takes a minute.
Yeah, the first time you fight them is a boss fight.
Is it considered one?
Yeah, pretty much. I would consider it.
How many?
Most of those mini boss fights are I would consider boss fights though. At least if they give you upgrades.
How many more bosses do I have after that ice beam?
I don't know.
Because I just need to get the heat wave, I guess, and I don't know what else there is. Is there different visors or anything, or suits or anything like that? Because I have that anti-gravity boot things or whatever they are.
Oh, the grab suit is the good. I think that might be the last that you get for the suit.
Well, the jumping boots. That's what I'm talking about, not the.
The space jump.
Yeah, the space jump.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, I thought it was a suit. I know that there is a suit in that game. Do you get a different visor at all?
I don't know. Besides the one that you have, it's been so long since I beat this game. Probably like 10 years.
Yeah, I got the thermal visor. That's the last one I got, and that thing was a Trek.
Yeah, I got that.
I
That
can't
was
remember anything from this.
Metroid Prime.
Yeah. I know I played it when I was a kid, but
It's real pretty. That remaster is just like really fucking pretty.
Yeah, her knees are ultra pointy.
And your shoulders are just huge as fuck.
Yeah. I always wondered why they never put like a shoulder charge. I guess they kinda did with the super speed.
I played more of that Wario World game for GameCube.
Wario.
Yeah. I thought that game was just going to be easy all the way through. It's not at all. It just gets like real complicated after a while. Especially when you're trying to like 100% it. Because like I figure I might as well because I already 100%ed a quarter of the game. So just
What is it called again?
Wario World.
Wario World.
It's like Mario World, but Wario.
Wario Land is the ones that I played.
And aren't those the ones where you can't die?
Matters. I guess he can die.
Like besides falling through a hole.
No, he can't.
I heard something about that a long time ago on Tadpog. And I was like, oh.
They're still hard.
Are they?
Yeah. You can die on the last boss.
The boss fights are really fun in this game. It's like, I don't know, I'm just having a lot of fun with it.
That's good.
But the ice level kind of sucks because,
Ice levels always suck.
well, the whole fucking thing is like a bunch of huge slopes with ramps that lead to different things. So if you want to 100% that level, you have to go all the way back around constantly.
Yeah, there's a level like that in Wario Land where you're like on skyscrapers and these dudes shoot ice at you. You have to get the ice to shoot you so you can slide across to another building.
Sweet.
Yeah. Then there's the level I always remember. It's like the city level or whatever. You have these platforms that just keep going up, and there's street lights, and there's zombies that throw their head at you. And when you get zombified, you fall through the platforms, so you have to start all over again.
Yeah. I was talking to my buddy Jake in Canada because he just did a full stream 100% run of Ocarina of Time over the last couple weeks. So
How long did it take him?
I don't know. Every playthrough he just set like a goal to hit, and that's what he would do. So like he just made it episodic, kind of, you know. But he streamed it to Facebook, and I was like, hey man, because like we stream in Discord a lot, but like kind of want to open it up to more viewers. So I was like, how'd you do that? And it's like some NVIDIA program or something like that. But I'll have to talk to him more on that because I wanted to start streaming to Facebook. Like
You
at
probably
least in
do
a
it through
group.
Streamlabs.
Yeah, I thought that might be what he used. He used something called NVIDIA Shadow Play.
Oh,
So, but I guess you don't need an NVIDIA to do that,
that's
which
what.
is kind of weird.
But they just made the software, I guess.
Yeah, and then I just need a capture card on top of that, or like one of those wires that you plug into your Switch, so I can stream from my Switch. So that'd be sweet. Because I want to like be able to stream everything that I can, but those are like the two things I need to get figured out.
Anytime I tried to find information on capture cards until recently, it was just like something people casually mentioned. They're like, oh yeah, I got a capture card.
Right.
It's like, is that a physical thing? Is that a program? What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, I guess the thing we found, because me and Joseph looked it up, and it's some kind of cord. You just run it from your Switch to your computer or some shit like that.
Oh,
But
Isn't this old technology? That's how people used to make YouTube videos back in the day, right?
people used to
Gaming.
make YouTube videos with fucking cameras on their computer.
Yeah, but you could hook up a capture card to your Xbox. The original Xbox, I think the Xbox 360, PlayStation 2.
Well, there's
And,
older capture cards, but capture cards are more newer.
yeah, but tell me
oh
why
yeah,
that
and they've
cord.
definitely updated them.
Tell me why
Yeah.
that cord is $200 though.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
What
the
kind?
thing.
Maybe you can get a different cord that's cheaper.
There's one that's 100, but I don't know what the difference is, and I don't want to buy something generic for that much money and it break. That's why I always get weirded out by buying like third party or weird shit like that,
Yeah.
or no name brands. So like
I don't even know where it would plug in the Switch.
the back, like the back of the the
Oh,
the thing that you drop.
Why do you want to get this?
the dock.
So I can stream my Switch because I've been playing my Switch like a shit ton.
Oh, nice.
So it would
That's
be
the
nice.
upgrade you were talking about for your PC?
The only one I needed left.
Yeah.
That and I'm waiting on my Wii bar to come in. So once my Wii bar is in,
Bar.
I can like the sensor bar.
Yeah.
But I bought a USB one, so I just plug it in my computer, no batteries, whatever, and just I can play fucking Wii games.
Nice. Sweet games.
Yeah. Essentially, the only thing after that to figure out how to play shit is like 3DS.
Oh yeah, that'll be hard.
Yeah. Because I have a Wii U still. I still have my 3DS, but it's like it's so fucking. I don't know. I wish I could figure out a way. I heard that you can get it modded to hook up to like a TV and you can play it on your TV.
Nice.
So there's like a small company that used to do it, and I don't know if they're still around anymore. But you ship in,
Probably not.
you just ship it to them, and they mod it up and send it back to you, and it's like $80 or some shit, which isn't too bad.
No, not too bad. Unless your shit gets damaged whenever you get it back.
Right. Yeah. Like, did you ever have to send in one of your old 360s back to Microsoft? You guys ever do that?
10 times.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
They-
I never did it.
They straight sent me just different Xboxes. Like, they weren't my Xboxes at all. Like, I could tell because there were marks on there. Like I had a mark on the top of my 360. I sent it in. They sent it back. No more mark. It was like a big black like scuff that I tried everything to get off of it, and it wouldn't get off. So they just like, it's like they just sent me a completely different Xbox. Because like, why would
Yeah,
you
they
lose
do
that?
that sometimes instead of repairing them.
Right.
Because it cuts down on the shipping. Like
Yeah.
the date of shipping.
Right. I could see that. Like 3 fucking races away from finishing Mario Kart 64.
Still 3?
Yeah, I haven't. Well, I didn't play it yesterday, and I didn't play it today, so I was playing Wario World.
I was trying to beat all the original Mario Kart races. I'm up to the 100 cc's or whatever.
Are you trying to do it in every difficulty?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fucking hard as shit, man.
I'm sure.
Yeah, in the special race, I got my ass kicked like immediately.
Yeah, the ones on 64 are still as hard as I fucking remember. Like the Special Cup races, they're fucking wild. Like the Yoshi one, because there's so many different pathways, it just doesn't tell you who's in first or second clear to the end whenever somebody hits the fucking goal.
Yeah.
It's like, if you, like, just first when you get onto the mountain, turn left, and there's this really shitty fucking pathway. And it's just real tiny, but if you can make it over it, you're pretty much guaranteed first place. So, I just sat there and kept doing that until the very end. When I passed it, I kept going. I hit that fucking egg that was spinning around because fucking Luigi's bitch ass fucking bonked me into it. And then fucking, like, 5 people blew past me. Luckily, I had a star on me and just shot clear up and made it to second place.
Jeez.
Yeah, that whole game has been a fight.
Dude, I fucking picked, was it or Koopa Troopa on the SNES version.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives you like Luigi as a rival, and fucking Luigi's special is the fucking star thing. So he's like right behind me using that star thing like at least 3 or 4 times every round. So I'm like, I gotta stay the fuck away from you.
Dude, I've done it
Chasing me
before.
down.
I'll get turtle shells, and I usually do this like on the very last race. Because, like, then I know who has to lose by how much, and, like, who has to, like, what place I have to at least get to. So, like, I'll wait till I get 3 turtle shells surrounding me, and the dude will be coming up behind me, and, like, you know, it's 150cc, and just, like, somehow they get these crazy boosts where they're always on your asshole.
Yeah.
So I just brake check them with the turtle shells, and they fucking go flying. It's like, fuck you, Luigi.
Fuck
He'll
you,
end up-
Luigi.
He'll end up getting like fucking 8th place because of it. Everybody just blowing past him. It's like, oh, I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun you, kind of deal.
Yeah. They usually just like speed up back to your asshole like immediately.
Right.
Do you do that like right at the flag?
They try. I've been tucking
Yeah.
away mushrooms for that.
Nice. That's how you do it.
It's like weird. I've never had to actually use strategy in a fucking
That's 'cause
racing
it
game.
cheats, man. Takes away like all the drama of the race. Because I remember in like Need for Speed and shit, you could fuck people up in those long races and you wouldn't have to like get first place every single fucking time. But
Right.
no, in Mario you have to.
Oh no,
Unless
you
you
don't
win
have
like
to.
the first 3.
You don't have to get first place every single time. You just have to make sure that dude loses. Like a
Yeah,
little bit.
no,
Or
but
gets
that's like hard as shit because you have to do it like right at the end.
Yeah, it is hard, but I am kind of like as mad as it makes me, I am having like a lot of fun with it like this.
Yeah.
So, but like Double Dash was my bread and butter though. Fucking love Double Dash.
I think the best way to play Mario Kart is with a bunch of people that don't know how to play Mario Kart.
Dude, the old battle on the N64, like the battle tower with the balloons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, me and Kyle and his brothers.
Cow.
Cow.
Yeah, me, him, and his
Kyle's such a
brothers.
funny name.
Me, him, and his brothers used to play that and like Super Smash Bros. And Turok all the time.
Torok.
Turok. Yeah. You guys ever play Turok?
Yeah.
I think so.
Man, if you go back and look at it today, woo, that's an ugly
Yeah, I
game.
did that not too long ago.
That is a really ugly game.
It's another one of those fucking games that have platforming in it that shouldn't have platforming in it. I'm gonna make a list. Maximo, Elden Ring.
Maximo should definitely have platforming in it.
It's the platforming is terrible in it.
You don't like dying at the very end at the most simple jump because it doesn't give you a good perception of it?
Yeah.
Because that's what it is every time. It's like, oh, there's this jump that's either way bigger than you think, or you're definitely just going to over jump that thing because it's right in front of you and you just can't tell. So, there's that. But Maximo is a good game, man. I love that game. It just, I don't know.
We remake our episodes with Brandon. How's he gonna play the 64?
Well, I know that Brandon owns a lot of N64 games, so he could just use an emulator.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
Because, like, if you own the game legally, you are allowed to emulate.
Yeah. So he definitely owns them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely own all of them.
I think we got
I don't know if you own
confirmation.
all of them, but I think you own them.
Yeah, I don't even have a Switch, so you guys are talking Nintendo right now. I'm just,
Yeah, but you own all the games
Yeah, I do. I own all of them.
of every single Nintendo system ever.
For my emulator, yeah.
Or you could just
Yeah.
own a Switch. Be way easier than downloading that program.
Probably.
Hey, fans of
Probably.
the show, we need donations. Get Brandon a Switch, dog.
The Brandon Switch donation
I
fund.
know in this day and age, there's totally a lot of people that have disposable income. Come
Yeah.
on.
I just feel like I would never play it.
Pandemic's
That's why I
over.
haven't. That's why I haven't bought one. But
You'll play
I
it
probably
all the time.
would play. I probably would, yeah.
With all those old emulators
Someone's
and
dead.
shit, dude, you would definitely play the shit out of that. Like,
Yeah.
The Switch is definitely, I don't know, man. The Switch is still, in my opinion, the best console out. Well, at least has the best array of games. Like,
Hmm.
I don't know.
I guess you. Are there very many racing games for Switch?
There's actually a lot, but like, they're kind of like Lego Racer and shit like that. But people
Yeah.
love the Lego racing games. So,
Yeah, people like say they love all the Lego fucking games, but I don't believe them.
I think you just like Star Wars a little too much. Maybe that's why. You know what
No,
I
I
mean?
hate all the Lego games because they're
No,
like
no, no, not
terrible
you.
babified versions.
No, not you. But like, people talk, like Dave, that we did the episode with Rich on Elden Ring. He loves fucking Lego games, but he really loves Star Wars. So whenever Star Wars Legos games come out, he's like, "Oh man, they're so good, they're so fun." And I have the same like thought as you do. I think you're lying, and you just like Star Wars. Like,
Definitely.
and he's like one of those 100%er people on the games that he likes a lot. So he's like telling me
Completionist.
about all this shit he's doing, and I'm like, that sounds so fucking lame. Like, that sounds so boring. But like I've played Lego games, and I'm not big on Lego, and I'm not big on stories, but they were fun. But I wouldn't.
Yeah, I played Lego Star Wars. It was cool.
Yeah, they're
The
fun.
original like racing, Lego Racing or whatever, was fun.
That's the one I was talking. That's the only one I ever
The
played.
Game Boy one.
No, this was on N64, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I played on Game Boy.
There's actually like a lot of really good Star Wars games. But like,
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of shitty ones too.
I think there's way more good ones, and like how good they are definitely like increases it.
You're just thinking about KOTOR.
KOTOR, fucking Battlefield,
Battlefield. Old
alone.
Battlefield. Original Battlefield.
Yeah,
Not
Yeah,
this new
original
fucking
Battlefield was such a sick ass fucking badass game.
Yeah, that was like a real fucking like war shooting game. Like that was a good
Yeah.
game. And like
I don't know why they don't make games like that anymore, where you have like the bases you have to take over.
Right.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, they put them in a lot of multiplayer games as a game mode, but like
Okay.
it's not Battlefront mode. It's not like that. Like
Yeah.
I wish they made like a on big team battle or something, like on Halo where everybody gets vehicles and shit. I wish they made like a base capturing mode in that, but they don't. It's just always Slayer. It's like this giant fucking battlefield. Like if whoever gets the tank's getting like 10 kills. So
Yeah.
Battlefield 1 had something like that. It's pretty cool. I can't remember the name of it,
dude, and
but
Battlefield
you
1
push
and 2,
forward.
you could
No,
drive
Battlefield
fucking
1,
starfighters.
it came out. Yeah, Starfighters.
Yeah, like you could just like get in a fucking flying vehicle and just fucking fly around the battlefield and fucking gun people down, dude. Like that was so fucking early for that to happen in gaming. Like that was awesome.
I had
Game changer.
is it Battlefield 1942?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Mine was weird because I had it on the computer, and my guys would like violently shake their guns back and forth, and then they would immediately stop and shoot.
Wait a minute. Are we talking about Battlefield or Battlefront? I was talking about Battlefield.
Battlefield 1942 is like the same way as Battlefront is.
Oh, okay, sick.
And you get like on certain levels you can get tanks and shit, and planes and all kinds of stuff.
Huh. I never played that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty
Brandon,
good
you
game.
used to play Battlefield, right?
Yeah, I played Star Wars Battlefront, and I played the DICE Battlefield games. Those are good.
What's DICE?
Company that makes them.
Yeah.
I saw a video on Army of Two, like a nostalgic video. Remember that, Brandon?
Yeah,
We
that
rented
game was
that.
alright.
That game was fun.
We beat it. Yeah,
Did we beat it?
I think so.
I thought we
I
I
always
did.
wanted to
I
play
beat.
that game.
I think there's like 2 of them.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah.
You can upgrade the shit out of your guns. You can get masks, all this crazy stuff. It's a pretty cool game.
I still need to play Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. You pronounce that different like every time you say it.
Tsushima.
I was about to say, never heard of it.
Ghost of I forget.
Tsushima. Yeah, I don't know why I don't know. It's a weird game. There's like so many games I want to play, but like I have to wrap up these games. I just have to wrap up my current works.
Fucking Ghost of Tsushima is fucking hard as fuck.
Is it? Or did you just play it on really hard?
Well, I try to go back to it and play it on super hard, and it's like you get 2 hits and you're dead.
Yeah, I thought Kinu Bridge of Spirits was going to be like a real easy game because like got these little dudes, little black monster things, and they're all smiley and happy, and you're just like a girl with a staff.
Nice.
And as you play that game, you'll find out very fast that game is not going to be easy. Like, by any means at all. It's fucking sweet, though. But that's like...
Yeah, you told me that game was hard.
Yeah. And it was weird because I looked up hardest games on the PS5, like, right when I first got my 5.
Mm-hmm.
And that game is in that category. which is just very surprising to me by the look of the game. It's gorgeous though. I love that fucking game. Very hard though.
Oh yeah.
Like, I wouldn't call it Elden Ring hard, but there are a lot of parts in there that were as hard. But at the same time, like general going through it, like without the bosses, it's just like challenging, but not like really hard. It's hard to explain.
Well, what? How is it compared to Death's Door?
Death's Door wasn't like super hard for me though. So
It
way
wasn't
harder than
super
Death's
hard.
Door. Way harder than that game. Like way harder.
Death's Door is a Souls-like game.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. The bosses are a lot different in that game, and so are the mechanics.
Yeah, it's hard to compare.
Yeah. But
It has more in common with like a side scroller than a 3D.
yeah. It's like I was talking whenever we first recorded this, like I wanted to beat franchises, but like there's a franchise I really want to beat, and that one's gonna be really tough. But I want to beat it all with Wyatt. I don't want to do it.
Is it Bayonetta?
No, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Those games are fucking. That was back in the Nintendo hard days.
Susie said you wanted to do it with your son. I forgot which one. I was like, I thought you were just talking in general.
Well, I
Like,
wanted.
it's definitely not Bayonetta.
No. Bayonetta's a fun game, but I like kind of can't get into it.
I got it. I should play it.
When did you get that?
A while back. It was on sale for like $1.
On
I
what?
was like, on Steam.
Oh, sweet. I didn't know it was on Steam.
Yeah. I seen it on sale for $1. I was like, yeah. How could I not get this game?
Right. Which one is it? 1 and 2? 1, 2, 3?
1, I think.
Okay. Because there's on Wii U they released a 1 and 2 double pack. So I didn't
Nice.
know if they would have that on sale for Steam.
Oh no, I think there was another game that fucking franchise made. What the fuck was it called? Was it Vanquish? Because I seen like it was. I think I wanted to get Bayonetta, and then it was like Bayonetta and Vanquish for like $3. I was like, I never heard of this other game, but I'm gonna get Bayonetta for $1. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, since I always talk about like clearing out my backlog. And I said this the first time we recorded this, so I'm just gonna run down through it real quick. But like, I have cleared out quite a few games this year. So I got that Chained Echoes done, new Pokemon Snap, Death's Door, Dragon Quest XI, Pokemon Scarlet, Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe, Kirby, which Mike thinks I need to do this Ultra mode or something to really call it beat. So,
Well, I wouldn't know unless I got there.
I got
Because I'm like at the end of it.
Yeah, I want to borrow your 3DS, like you said, so I could do the Ultra. But
So you
like,
could do what?
So I can beat it on Ultra, because for some reason, whenever I beat it on Switch, I did what it told me to do, but it never unlocked that mode for me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you just gotta try it. It's like leagues harder than it was.
It'll probably take me 2 hours to beat. So like.
I don't know, man.
We could just.
It's like whenever I got that Mario Secret Levels.
Oh fuck! Wait, in Super Mario World or?
No, I got the Mario Secret Levels, the real Mario 2.
Oh, I was watching a video of that earlier. It's weird you said that.
Yeah, that is so hard. I think I got to World like 5-3 or something like that and got stuck. It's ridiculous.
Beat Halo Infinite, WarioWare Incorporated on Game Boy Advance. That was just the other day. And Shredder's Revenge, I beat that with Wyatt. That's why I want to beat everything with him that relates to Turtles games.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's like really digging Turtles games. Like yesterday, I fired up Shredder's Revenge while I was playing Wario Land. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I fucking love this game, man." I was like, "Sweet, all right." I thought about playing what is it, Turtles in Time next, but me and him tried that before, and that game is really hard. Like, I
Did
didn't
we
have to use
play that
continues.
game?
Yeah, we played that game.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have to use any continues in Shredder's Revenge. We made it through, and then Wyatt died on Super Shredder at the very end, so I had to solo him, and that was pretty fucking annoying.
Oh,
And yeah, but we still didn't need to use any continues. When me and him played Turtles in Time, however, we were just trying to get through it. And we used like 9 continues before we made it halfway through the game.
jeez.
Yeah. It was pretty rough.
I suck at those beat 'em up games.
There's like a lot of really fun ones.
Well, I was good at Double Dragon, and then there was like, hey, there's platforming, and I'm like, fuck you. That was the worst experience in the world when you get to the platforming.
Yeah. Original Spyro sounds like a fun playthrough too. Because I never
We
beat
did
that
that.
one. No, we did the third one.
We did the third one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we covered the whole trilogy at first.
Nah. I never beat the first one, but I beat 2 and 3, so I wanted to go back and do that.
Oh, I beat them all in order.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I was good 100% them all in order, but by the time I got to the third one, I was pooped out.
Yeah, I bet. Ripto's Rage fucking takes forever to 100%.
Yeah.
The second one. But, like, my sister owned the first one on her PlayStation, so when I got my PlayStation, I just bought 2 because it had just came out, and then I bought 3, of course.
Mm. So Ripped as Rage was the one I played a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. Well, not my favorite one. The third one is, like, slightly more. But if I went back and played Ripto, I'd probably like Ripto more. I don't know. There's something weird about 3. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I just like the level designs a lot.
They gave Sally pants.
What is it?
They gave Sally pants.
Which one's Sally? The Rue? No, that's
Yeah.
Sheila.
The king. Oh, it's Sheila, I mean.
Yeah, there's a lot of strange characters.
They gave Sheila pants. She was the nude goddess. Nah, I'm fucking. Sally is like the original fucking, what is it? Sonic. The good Sonic cartoon. That was like when furries were first created. All goes back to Sonic.
You remember the little mouse with the headlamp on his head come up too in that game?
Yeah, the gem guy.
It's like the only thing I remember. Yeah.
The gem cutter, the first
I
level.
haven't played that since like PS1.
Yeah.
You didn't buy the remakes?
No.
Or well, remasters, whatever you want to fucking call them. That sounds like a fun thing to play. I don't know. I wanted to beat all the Spyro games at one point in time, but every time I go on these franchise adventures, I'm just like, I need something different. I need something different.
Well, Spyro got weird. I stick to the trilogy.
Yeah, the newer trilogy is like, you can fucking fist fight in the third one. Because you're like, Spyro grows up, so he does like kung fu moves.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's weird. Less interesting to me.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking weird.
This is what, the American Dragon or whatever?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. I just miss doing all the codes and shit too in Spyro, where you could like make them yellow and shit. Like make them have a huge fucking head.
I always think Spyro's an LA Lakers fan. I love his color scheme though.
Right.
The purple and gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like a pimp.
Pokemon Scarlet was very... I didn't get the glitches everybody said they got, but it's...
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about this before, dude. Like, they just took the soul out of that.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Even if we talked about this on last or on our original recording, or...
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, they like took the soul out of it completely. Like, it's just This doesn't really feel like Pokemon anymore.
It's hard for me to say what feels like Pokemon.
And then they drop fucking DLC like the day after I fucking sold my copy.
Yeah.
I was like,
I got that warning on or that thing on my Switch. It was like, it's National Pokemon Day.
yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, you never knew about that?
No.
Oh, hell yeah.
Why is that a thing? Is that like the original release or something?
Oh, I don't know. I just know they made a National Pokemon Day because Pokemon's just so fucking big.
Oh.
But like, if you get into Pokemon groups, man, it seems like I've always asked this question: Why do you guys
Nerd.
Why do you guys go into why do you even play Pokemon games? Because it just sounds like you guys hate it. They're like, it's kind of like an addiction. I was like, I
It's
mean,
like
I
this
get
one
it.
didn't hit as good, man.
Yeah, and they'll just bitch about it constantly and be like, all right, well, I'm getting the DLC. It's like, why?
What is the DLC? A new island or something you said?
Well, that was for Sword and Shield. They gave you like 2 new
Oh.
islands, and one was like a ninja island, like I don't know, just some kind of ninja island, and the other one was like this ice place.
Nice.
They both like come with a whole new story and shit. So it's
See,
like,
that would piss me off because those are like my favorite types of Pokemon. Ice and poison.
I hate poison.
I love poison. Unless you like fight psychic Pokemon, you get your ass kicked.
I like fighting and steel types a lot, but steel types kind of suck. But everybody think they're awesome.
Steel. I hate Steel. Steelix is strong as fucking shit.
Yeah, that's kind of like one of the reasons I like steel Pokemon. It's like when Steelix came out in Gold and Silver, I was all over trying to get that, and then I found out you had to trade Onyx with Metal Coat, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I finally found somebody to do it with, and I got my Steelix, and I was happy.
Or you could trade Scyther with it and get Scissor.
Yeah, Scissor's fucking sweet. I don't know. There's a lot of cool steel Pokemon, but there's a lot of really not cool steel Pokemon. Like, I never got a Metagross. I want a Metagross.
That big ass thing.
Yeah, it's a pseudo-legendary. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. Like, I think he's the only one that's not a dragon.
He
There's
starts out as an arm or something.
something like that, yeah. Batang,
Yeah.
I think is what it's called. Batang, does that sound right?
I have no idea.
It starts
I
with
never
a K.
used it, so I don't remember its name.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that one Pokemon I really like. The last evolution of Mareep.
Ampharos.
Ampharos.
Yeah, I always
Yeah.
have him on my team.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite.
Yeah, it's just like this weird, happy kind of giraffe, but not really. I don't know what he's supposed
Giraffe.
to be. What's he supposed to be?
I don't know.
Maybe not
He's
a
like a
giraffe.
weasel. He's
Maybe.
a bald sheep.
I guess. Like, it's just a weird looking Pokemon.
He's a sheep with alopecia.
But like that thing actually looks like a Pokemon, and all these new Pokemon are just like, how the fuck boring can it get?
I don't know.
It's like, oh, the pseudo-legendary is this ice dragon thing. So I got the ice dragon thing finally, and it just grows into a big, tall blue dragon with tiny arms,
Nice.
and its beard is icicles, and that's the design.
That'd be cool if they made like an ice Shinron.
What?
An ice shit, like an ice version of Shinron.
So like an icy Rayquaza.
No, I want.
Like,
Yeah, Rayquaza, I guess.
yeah.
Shinron's fucking ultimate dragon from Dragon Ball Z.
You know, fucking Mega Rayquaza is still the strongest Pokemon.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
Last I checked, it was. It's like insane. But that's Mega Rayquaza. And we don't have Mega Evolutions anymore, which sucks because that was like the sweetest fucking thing.
Yeah, I didn't know they took them away.
Yep. Long time ago.
I thought that was like a permanent thing.
No, I fucking wish. They did carry him over for a while, and then they even made him in Pokken Tournament, that Tekken Pokemon fighting game.
Yeah,
Yeah, they even gave it to him in there. And that's like, oh, no, we're just going to do away with this.
that sucks. So I
Surprised,
want to make a Gengar.
I'm surprised, like, Mega Evolution wasn't a thing sooner, honestly. Because, like, the idea is so simple, but so good.
They only gave them to like the most badass Pokemon.
Oh, there's a shitload of Mega Evolution Pokemon.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Like,
I
ones you
thought they only
definitely
gave
wouldn't.
them badass Pokemon.
I mean, kind of, but, like, badass Pokemon people don't really, like, talk about or use. Or a lot of them, too, though. Like, I think
Well, I thought a lot of them were like tournament Pokemon.
maybe. Like, they gave one to, like they gave them to Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise, Gengar, Alakazam. Uh,
They gave it to that thing with the diamond eyes.
yeah, Sableye. Like, that's one. Like, why the fuck
Yeah.
would you want a Mega Sableye?
'Cause he had a bunch of like stat moves that were really good and shit. I've
Okay.
seen people use them in tournaments.
I was
Yeah.
watching a crazy Fortnite tournament before I got on here.
Oh yeah.
Just flipping through videos on Facebook, and man, after that whole thing ended, the whole fucking battlefield was nothing but like one giant treehouse.
Nice.
It was pretty sweet. Like, I wish I could do that shit, but kind of like if everybody's doing it like that, I don't even see how that shit's fun. It was intense, but it didn't
You
seem like fun.
basically make the level.
Yeah, they just added to the level, essentially. You guys want to talk about that game, that Ninja Gaiden game?
Oh. Yes.
Let's do it. Brandon's still here?
The fuck?
I had this jelly in my hand. And I was looking at it jiggle, and it was reminding me of the time that Brandon watched Rachel's titties jiggle.
What?
You don't remember that, Brandon?
Oh yes, I remember. The first time I saw Rachel.
Yeah, he got her towards the camera and just made her walk.
Just,
Fucking pervert.
I mean, I
I
did
just
it.
couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe they gave her titty physics.
Yeah.
Team
Ninja. Team Ninja's popular for having jiggle physics.
See, it says this game's made by Tecmo.
Probably like in tangent with Tecmo.
Yeah, let me see here. Producer, director, series, releases. Yeah, it just says Tecmo.
It just says Tecmo.
Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah. Because it like has the iconic beginning of Team Ninja. Or it has the raging sea and the thunder strikes and shit.
Oh, it's set in the same continuity as Team Ninja's Dead or Alive fighting games.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's read this article real quick. Ninja Gaiden Sigma is an action-adventure hack and slash video game. I saw that. I was kind of confused. Developed by, Team Ninja and published by Tecmo for the Xbox.
Yeah.
That's weird. But it doesn't say Team Ninja on the fucking cover. Oh, this is. Hold on. Yes, it does. It says it real small. That's weird.
Yeah, right in the bottom corner.
Alright. It was released in March 2004. Players control Ryu
Ryu
Hayabusa. Ryu
Hayabusa.
A master ninja and his quest to recover his stolen sword and avenge the slaughter of his clan. It was inspired by Tecmo's Ninja Gaiden series and is set in the same continuity as Team Ninja's Dead or Alive fighting games.
Yes.
Dun, dun.
See, I've played the fucking original DOAs, and I don't think Ryu's in them. So like,
Who the fuck do you? Oh, the original ones. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I played.
because I think they
those
have
are
that
hard.
like lion head guy and shit, King.
I don't know. I used to play Shinobi a lot, which is just Sega's fucking Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
I love Shinobi. But
What's that one where you're like a ninja with like a cyber sword?
I think that.
Is that Shinobi?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like 3 plus of those games as well.
Nice.
They're fun though. I feel like they're a lot more balanced than the original Ninja Gaiden series.
Yeah, then the original had like fucking, was it like impossible places, almost impossible places.
Yeah. I just enjoy Shinobi playthroughs randomly. I do that. I don't know why. I go back to these like old side-scrolling like fighting or beat 'em up games, and I just get my fill of them and then vanish for another day.
Yeah, you remember that thing I showed you on YouTube?
Oh, boy, with Trump, Biden, and Obama arguing over the tier list of Zelda,
Yeah.
which that was all ass anyway. Those AIs are stupid. That tier list was fucking garbage.
Those are like are supposed to be the generic like fanboys of Zelda kind of things.
Yeah, like how you. Oh, is that why they put OOT and Majora's Mask together in A?
Yeah.
Trash. Oh, I'm just gonna put this Wind Waker up in S tier. Nah, we ain't gonna do
Well, that's what I'm surprised that there's people that don't like the original Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Well,
I kind of do, but
the way they say it is like, yeah, back then it was great, but now looking at it today, the fucking empty world thing.
yeah, that's exactly what Trump said. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've actually heard people say that before too. So.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get it, but like, how often are you out there in that field just fucking?
Would you have to get all the pose?
Yeah, but you don't have to get all the pets.
And then you have to find Lon Lon Ranch.
Find it. It's like dead smack in the middle. You can see
Yeah, I
it.
know. Smack in the middle of nothing.
It's like you're not really out there for that long.
There's a fence. That's all. Then you fight aliens.
Aren't the aliens in Majora's Mask?
Cool. I don't know.
I think so.
I think they're in Mario 64.
You should beat Majora's Mask.
Why?
Because you've played through Ocarina enough, you should just beat Majora's Mask.
No way. The only thing I like about Majora's Mask is that you can turn into a Zora.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But,
Can you even fish in Majora's Mask, bro?
I don't know. I used to fish a lot in Ocarina.
Yeah.
But
So I was like, what the fuck is up with which one is it? Breath of the Wild. Why can you do everything but fish?
that's kind of true. But that game is great. I love that game. I can't believe you don't like that game.
If you can't fish in Zelda, what's the point?
Well, just don't fucking think of it as a Zelda game.
Well, that's hard.
Wait till you like try to find all the memories and put the memory story together of what exactly happened way back.
Oh God.
It's a pretty sweet story.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, you should just do that. Like, I actually went and looked up where every single place was and went and did it. And then I did it all, like, I watched it all straight through. I was like, okay, some shit went down. It wasn't just Calamity Ganon came and wiped the place out. It's like the whole journey of Zelda, like, going to the shrines and all this shit. And, like, getting to know Link, and then all this crazy fucking shit happens. Link fucking gets destroyed by these fucking ancient things.
Ancient things.
Those ancient machine things, the
Oh
crawlers.
yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
So, what's the first level in Ninja Gaiden?
Fucking set up the story. You're invading some ninja hideout thing to find this dude that you fight, and he turns out to be your friend.
The weirdest part about that is all the ninjas you kill. Like, you just, like, massacred his fucking army.
Yeah. Yeah,
So, hey,
much.
dude, I'm
Go
just
through like
stopping
his
by.
entire dojo and kill all of them.
I killed all your students to get here. How you doing?
It's like, oh, you must fight me.
What was
now.
his name? Murai or something?
Yeah. Murai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miuri.
I don't speak Japanese. Murray?
No, I said Miuri. Like
Oh, Murray.
M-ur.
I like Murray better.
Go on the Murray show.
Murray's like this big Indian dude, buff as fuck. And you're just this like skinny ass ninja in purple.
Did you say
I
he's
hate
an
the purple.
Indian dude?
Yeah, he looks like a big Indian dude with white hair.
Yeah, you fight
He's
him.
Japanese.
India's close to Japan.
I mean, it is all Asia.
Yeah.
But,
See?
but you fight him, and like you guys are chilling, talking, and then you find out the village is just getting fucking massacred by demons and ninjas and shit.
Yeah.
And you gotta go save them.
The chick that I selectively remember her name, I forget what it is right
Yeah,
now.
I can't remember the first girl's name.
Ayana or something. She comes running and tells you the Hayabusa Ninja Village is under attack. And then she gasps because Ryu's sitting there and he's like, oh, fuck. Here we go again. That's the intro.
Yeah, and you get there and you gotta fight like a demon dude, and then there's this other demon dude, this big demon dude. He's like,
After you fight through a bunch of samurai.
yeah,
The Samurai Horseman.
yeah,
Yes.
and this dude's like trying to take your sword. What's the sword called?
Dragon Sword.
The Dark Dragon Blade.
Yeah, dragon sword's what you use.
Yes.
But the dark dragon blade, and looks not very efficient as a sword.
No, it doesn't.
It has a bunch of hooks and shit on it.
A very good idea.
Reminds me of the Soulless Greatsword in Fable.
The what?
The Soulless Greatsword in Fable.
Soulless Greatsword.
It's like the best
That's
greatsword
fun.
in the game. It has like 314 damage and all this other fucking shit. And it costs a shitload of money.
Nice.
It's supposed to be lighter than the wooden sword and the other one that you get.
Oh, really?
Is it?
Yeah. What's the other one that you get?
You get a few
It
swords.
starts with a D.
The dragon sword? There's the tiger claw and something else too.
The Dragon's Fang and the Tiger Claw.
Yeah, I don't use those that much.
There's
I
a
use them
sword
at the
called the
beginning.
Kanetsu in the game.
Yeah, that's Dooku's sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you get this other the sword you're talking that it starts with a D. You get that from trading in scarabs. I think you have to get 25 scarabs.
And it's like is it a sword or is that like a hammer?
It's like a big sword.
Why does it sound like someone's brushing their teeth in the background? Somebody fucking with something?
I don't brush my teeth.
Brandon, are you fucking with something?
No, I don't even hear what you're talking about.
Stopped.
I think it's
Me.
coming from whenever Brandon talks.
Mm-mm.
I don't know, maybe it's
I have no
feedback.
noises.
Don't touch your microphone.
I'm not touching anything.
It's bad for our ears. Oh, no. No, it sounds like water. I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of weird feedback. But
I think it's Brandon breathing. He's just...
But yeah, you gotta jump on this big ass blimp, and then you take it into Tyron, and you gotta fight a bunch of shit on that blimp.
It's a Zeppelin.
Yeah, the Zeppelin, and there's a funny boss that's up there. Mike, describe that boss. Brandon, describe that boss since you had an annoying time with him.
General Dynamo is his name.
The big commando guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
shoot out of a cannon.
Yeah.
And on top of a blimp.
Yeah, that took a while for some reason, but I got him.
It's like shoots electric and shit at you, and he's a really big.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Yeah.
Big
Super
cybernetic motherfucker.
Big cyber fucking piece of shit Terminator, dude.
Yeah.
That was the easiest boss for me. Everything else sucked. I beat him first try. Everything else in that game sucked.
Yeah, I beat his ass pretty fast.
Apparently, you got to fight 2 of them at some point. You said.
Yeah, I fight another one called General Alternator. He has a
Okay.
jetpack,
Oh, that sounds
so he
fun.
just flies around after you. I used it to dodge underneath of him constantly, and miss and beat the shit out of him. He didn't like touch me at all.
This game gets pretty weird after this. Whenever you go into the city of Tyron, which the general bit of the game takes place in.
Yeah, you start off fighting ninjas, and then you move to security guards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
I
shoot.
only made it to chapter 6 or 7. It says I'm on chapter 7, but I haven't fought the bone dragon yet. That's chapter 6, I think.
Yeah, eventually you go to like a monastery and then find out about demons. And you meet a girl named Rachel who's a demon hunter. And then demons come for you and you have to fight them as
Yes.
Rachel.
Yep. Fight that giant hunk of flesh thing. When do you fight that? You fight that after Rachel, right? She gets
I think
eaten
so,
by
yeah.
it.
Giant fiend thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking, it eats
Tentacle
Rachel.
fiend.
And you gotta save
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. I feel like I kicked ass better with Rachel than Ryu.
Probably.
Yeah, once I got the hang of her, it was pretty fun.
Or Warhammer, yeah. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. And then you go like down underneath this monastery and you fight a bone dragon and a bunch of zombies.
Yes. Yeah, see, before the zombies, whenever you fight in that fucking gauntlet, or what is it, you're getting the Holy Grail, or whatever the fuck it is, all those bug things, those kick my ass, like, all the time.
I just hate the wisps. Wisps
Yeah.
just gang fuck you.
You talking about those like yellow little things?
I'm talking about those big bug things that stab you with their anus.
Oh no.
They got the giant eye. Like, before you fight the zombies in that room, you fight them.
Yeah, I kind of remember them. They were there for a very short amount of time.
Yeah, they're used sparingly, unlike most things in this game, but
Yeah.
whenever
They kind of
they're
like
around,
float around.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
they're like giant demon wasps.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wisps just, like, those were, like, the main thing that sucked for me down there. Fucking hate those things. Because there's, like...
Brandon had fun with the zombies.
Yeah, rage quit.
The ones with the bow and arrow, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Send me off.
they just zip to wherever you are and shoot you.
Yeah, and that's something to talk about in this game. There's a lot of pretty unfair fucking shit. Like, oh, I'm completely turned the opposite way, but I'm basically on a timer, because once this little countdown stops, just instant shot. Turn around, flip around, boom. Done. Like, it doesn't matter. You're getting hit.
You could block it.
Fuck that. You think that I am?
See, it's one of those things where you like have to do it right the first time. Like, I always run in there, fucking, because as soon as you hit them, they drop their bow and like act all, they go raw. So you just like stop them from shooting you by hitting them.
Yeah.
It's like the best way to do it, and then just go fucking hog wild on them.
I use that fucking, what's that bow staff called? The moon something?
Luna.
Yeah. I use that more than anything. It's just really good for comboing the shit out of those things.
Quarterstaff's really fun to use. And the second one, I like to use it better, because like whenever you got all of it upgraded, the ends would like come off and they'd spin. It's pretty badass.
Yeah. And
I like the nunchaku. Nunchucks.
Nunchaku.
Nunchucks?
Nunchaku.
I'm not good with those. It's just too short range for me.
I used to use them in the flail.
How's the flail?
Yeah, the frails.
Yeah.
I haven't used that yet. Is it good?
Yeah.
It's basically the nunchucks with blades on the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got to use those yet. I have them. Did you get like the big windmill fucking uh, shuriken, Brandon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that and the Inferno ones or whatever.
Oh, the incendiary kunai or whatever.
Incendiary. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like the how the windmill one just like goes on your arm. It's the size of your forearm.
Yeah, it just stays there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty good weapon.
And we saved our fucking incendiary things so we could blow up walls and get treasures, and Brandon's just like running through the game with
Yeah,
them.
well, like we wish we would have did that.
Yeah, but like I didn't know how many. Like I didn't know if I was ever really gonna need those for like some specific thing that I could get
You
by.
need them like 3 times in the early part of the game where you were.
That's it.
What is it?
Yeah, there's walls that you blow up with those incendiary shurikens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I blew up like 2 or 3 walls, and that was it. But I
That's
heard there's
about
a
as many
lot.
as there are.
Oh,
There's 2 or 3.
oh.
And Rachel can just bust through the walls by herself.
Oh shit! Fuck you.
Yeah.
That would have been nice to know. Damn it. Those
Yeah, I
zombies would have
didn't
been nice.
figure that out till like the end.
Yeah. Did you 100% this game?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I think
I
to
just
100% this game, you have to beat it on all difficulties.
no, I'm good.
There's an easy mode on this too.
Is there?
Yeah, which I was surprised about.
Hmm.
Like Sigma is supposedly an easier version of this game in general.
Oh really?
Yeah. I think Black is the hardest one.
Well then, don't pick black. It's torture.
It's fun.
It is fun, but it is
But
torturous.
how did you like that Bone Dragon, Mitch?
Oh my god. Jesus. Took so long to beat that guy. Like, just a lot of fucking, oh, here's my claw, hit it, I dare you. And you do, and he just eats you. Or, oh,
Yeah.
destroy my claw, I'll turn around and swing my tail twice somehow. And
Yeah.
then fucking come over, just dip, dodge, duck, dive, all that. That's
Shoot
just like,
bones out of my spine at your face.
yeah. I hardly remembered those. Those didn't tag me that much, but unless I
Yeah.
let them while I'm just beating his fucking leg to death.
They're just a constant annoyance, so you can't do that.
And then there's right after that you fight this completely cheap ass fucking boss, and Mike can tell you about that fight.
What,
Isn't it
Alma?
another tentacle fiend?
Is there one
You
right after
fight
that?
one of those. I think so.
Well, I'm talking about fighting Alma.
Alma's fun.
Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, and you fight that one dude too, in the top hat and the trench coat and shit
Oh yeah,
with
with
the guns.
Rachel when he
Yeah,
juggles you.
yeah, he wasn't
How did
too
you
bad.
feel about that fight?
It was fun. I didn't really have like that big of a problem. I think I died once, right?
Uh, yeah.
Something
But
like
then
that.
you did the thing where you instantly die after fighting him, and there's not a save point in between that, so you have to start over.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I did that same thing. I didn't jump off the fucking thing into the pit like you did.
yeah,
I'm like, just go down. You're like, okay.
yeah. Die. But
That worked too well.
yeah, but then you fight Alma, and you can swing through her body, and for some reason it doesn't hit. And
Is she hard for you?
that's why I quit.
She's supposed to be really fast. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll
Yeah,
beat the
she
shit out of you.
dodges you.
She'll stomp you into the ground.
Got obliterated.
I
Oh yeah.
flying swallowed at her and she dodged, and then she could dodge it like up to 2 times, and then you can hit her, and then she'll fall out of the air and you can beat on her then. But sometimes she'll do her grab like instantly and just fuck you up.
Yeah. And then she'll throw pillars at you and shit.
Yeah. We both agreed that cutscene is beautiful when you first fight her.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
shatters through the stained glass in slow mo
Yeah.
with little light rays. And it's like, you're a demon. This should be like flames and shit, but I guess this works because it's pretty.
Let's see, like it's called the Holy Vigor Empire or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're like they basically make it so all the people there have to worship the fiends. So they're like replacements for the gods. So it's kind of like fucking symbolic, you know?
Yeah, I can see that. That place is weird. That monastery. Everything about the monastery, I just hate.
I like when you go in the first time and there's just those guys in red, and then their necks like extend out, and then you have to fight them, and they have big fucking scythes.
Yeah, and like the weird things that come with them, like some kind of demon thing.
Yeah, the fucking weird. Brandon was calling them aliens.
Those little fiend things.
Yeah.
No, not them. The fucking floating one. Oh no, those are the scythe guys. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, the scythe guys are the floaters.
Floaters.
Yeah, they're pain in the neck.
Yeah.
What is it? And then like eventually, was it after the fight with Alma? Instead of fighting security guards and shit, you're fighting fucking the military. They got rocket launchers and fucking assault rifles, big ass bayonets on them. Yeah, go to this train station. Fucking train station. It's pain in the dick. Because there's like this platforming section in it for some fucking reason. And there's these robots that shoot lasers at you. And whenever you get hit, you have to have a damage animation. So you fly off of the platform and have to start all over again.
Oh, great. So just like what I'm going through right now, going up the spiral thing to the bone dragon.
Yeah, except it's supposed to be annoying and not just slightly nuisance.
Yeah.
Yeah. After you fucking do that shit, you gotta fight 2 tanks and then a helicopter.
You need arrows, right?
Yep. You get explosive arrows and armor piercing arrows. And that's what you have to do. And the jet is kind of annoying because for the tanks, you can just jump in the air and shoot arrows at them real fast. And they'll do the same thing as the zombies do, where it's the fucking tank turret will just shoot right at you every time it's about to shoot and instantly hit you. It's a pain in the ass. The helicopter is just all annoying. You have to use that fucking aiming thing because it doesn't really stay close to you. And it shoots rockets at you.
That sounds like a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Whenever I was a kid, that's where my journey ended. And after you destroy all that, you have to destroy like an antenna. Now I'm kind of just blanked out. Think you fight Dooku at some point? Dooku is a fun fight.
Yeah. Just give us a rundown of all the shittiness that happens. Like a quick rundown of like the bosses.
I'm trying to remember it in order, but it's coming back like trauma. There's is it you have to like go to hell at the end, but fuck. What is it? After you beat Dooku, he does like this awakening thing, and all the security guards turn into like these demon dog things that kick your ass.
You have to have hellhounds, bro.
Yeah. You try to, like, before you could run away from all the enemies and not really have to fight them. You don't get karma, though, so you wouldn't get fucked if you didn't do that. But they, like, are faster than you, so they can chase you down for the most part. And whenever they chase you down, they have a special grab they do. They jump over your back, and they have the sword, or they put the sword over your neck, and they throw you over their back.
You can do that with Rachel with the Warhammer.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Move.
Don't you fight Alma again?
You fight
and then
Awakened
Doku
Alma
again.
and Spirit Doku.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Doku You fight Alma in her awakened form where she turns into this giant, like, floating scorpion. That is a
Sick.
pain in the dick. Yeah, she's pretty cool looking, but she does, like, the same moves, and I think she has a few more grab moves, and she doesn't really fall down as much.
Fuck those grab moves, dude.
Oh, yeah. They fuck you up. The, what is it? There's this scene with Rachel where you have to fight the demon of creation and the demon of destruction, and they just kind of. I'm pretty sure it's an unwinnable fight. I don't know if somebody good enough can beat it, probably. But what is it? They have her Spirit Dooku has her like enslaved and is gonna turn her into a fiend, and then that's after you defeat awakened Alma, and Alma saves her. And then she dies. She gets killed by Dooku, I'm pretty sure. And what does it make? The only way for a fiend after they turn is to be killed. It's the only way to get out of the curse.
Well, then you gonna die.
Yeah,
A lot.
A lot.
a lot. But then because of all the people he's killed, he's like tainted, so he turns into a fiend. And that just makes you turn blue.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're blue and you're going through hell, and this fucking Mortis guy is fucking laughing at you while you're fighting this just fucking herds of enemies. Then eventually you get to fuck him up because he's a fucking dickhead. He wasn't too hard.
Yeah. Don't you fight like an electric worm and then 2 electric worms and some other weird shit too?
Oh yeah, that's like earlier on. I don't have the list on me now, so I can't do it as orderly.
It's all good.
Evil Mirai is like the last boss, right?
Yeah, the awakened evil one. Fucking what is it? You have to fight those worms. You have to fight Ice Kirby, demented Ice Kirby. That's a horrible fight. Everybody, I've watched like watch throughs, and everybody kicks the shit out of him except for me. And those worms, the same thing. I can't figure out a strategy to beat them.
Did you? What was harder, Betty on Death's Door, or Demented Ice Kirby on here?
Uh,
You remember Betty, right? The rolling guy.
yeah. Yeah, Betty was the only fight that I like understood in that game.
Yeah, I had a lot of trouble with Betty.
I had trouble with the Crow. The Crow would be harder.
The Crow, to me, was like the funnest fucking fight.
See, that's how I was with Betty.
Uh, yeah, it took me a couple tries with the Crow, but it was pretty. It was just really fun. I don't know, I didn't mind losing because I was having fun.
Yeah. Is it you get to fight the Vergur. I don't know how to pronounce like most of the words in this game, but I think it's Vergur.
Because it's a Japanese.
I don't know if it's. I think it's supposed to be Arabic or something.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. What would you consider it?
Spell it.
Vigor. Vigor.
Vigor?
Vigor. What?
Like,
Where would you think that would? What country do you think that would be in?
I don't know. That's just a weird fucking word.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, overall, I mean, I liked the game. I just couldn't beat it, and I thought a lot of things were cheap, so I was like, fuck all this.
I love this game. I've played it since I was 14. I never prolonged played it though. Like I never was determined enough to beat it like I was this time. So I beat it. What is it? There's another boss I wanted to talk about. Oh, the Vigor Emperor. You have to fight him in like multiple of these games. He's this giant fucking, like 50-foot tall dude or 100-foot
What?
tall. and he's got a floating head with angel wings on it, and then he's got like angel wings on his body, and he's got like this silverish armor on.
Oh, is this
He's like
Statue of Liberty?
No.
Okay. I thought you said you fought some Statue of Liberty guy too.
You fight the Statue of Liberty in the second Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for some reason.
Oh, you gotta fight him in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Do you?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it is.
Why?
It just shoots laser beams out of its eyes and mouth. It's weird. Yeah.
See, in Ninja Gaiden,
Yeah, that's what it does.
in Ninja Gaiden, fucking, I think like a fiend falls in love with her or whatever, and makes her come to life.
Oh. What are you doing in America in the second one?
You're fighting the fiend.
Oh.
They come to take over the world, so you travel like all over the world fighting fiends.
Oh. Classic Ninja guy, or classic Team Ninja.
Yeah. And you got another big booby assistant.
Sweet. Love big booty assistants. Big booby assistants. Whatever.
Yeah, they're greatest. Especially with the jiggle physics. So we got to all play volleyball one day.
I'm down to play the volleyball game.
Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball.
Volleyball games.
You love that.
Huh? What'd you say, Brad?
I said you love that.
Mm-hmm. You get all the jiggle physics you could ever want.
Kind of hard not to love it. We should have him play Gun Gal. You'd be like, what the fuck is happening?
That's up to you.
Yeah, because you can get that on Steam anyway, right? I think you can get it in
I never
VR.
looked it up.
I think you can get it in VR.
You can get beach volleyball in VR.
Do you only
Brandon's
play on
crumpling up paper.
Brandon, stop
Brandon
crumpling.
is origami. Why you gotta do that all the time, bro? I think you're addicted to origami.
Love origami.
Fuck. We need rehab for you.
Stays at home and just makes fucking
Just make
swans.
paper dicks.
You
Sweet.
pull on the balls and they extend.
Brandon does napkin folding, makes swans.
Schwans. Oh, dude, I watched Shrek Happy Forever After.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Bro, there isn't a bad Shrek movie.
I've heard of that.
It was probably me who said it.
I think I've heard like everybody say that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've never known somebody to not like Shrek.
I've even heard EFAP say that.
Yeah. They gain a little bit of retribution with me after saying that, then. These guys are dicks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, it's just like the way they review the movie is just like, but this isn't how the movie's supposed to be watched, so it's like you're doing something completely out of pocket and like not.
Well, you watch a movie like 3 times, you kind of notice different things about it and how it's made.
Every time I watch a movie more than once, I notice something I missed. But like not like a critical miss, but like just a scene in the movie I just do not remember at all. It happens to me a lot. It's like I watch New Girl like all the fucking time.
New Girl?
It's just this like sitcom.
It's a good show.
Yeah. It's just like a sitcom kind of. And like there's just shit I don't remember every time I watch it through. It's weird. Love that fucking show though. That's like my go-to drunk show. It's like I get
New
drunk.
Girl?
Yeah, just like if I get really drunk or something, I'm like, or I'm just really bored in general, I just turn on New Girl. And I sit there for like 2 episodes and like go to sleep or something.
It is pretty funny.
It's my dinner time show. It's everything. It's
I like Schmidt.
Never heard of it.
Schmidt's a fucking god.
He's hilarious, dude.
He's like this not gay but gay guy.
Dude, basically, yeah.
Did you
It's
know
hilarious.
You know he's in the first episode of American Horror Story Hotel?
I didn't know that.
He's the dude that gets murdered.
Oh, shit.
Like in the hotel. Like right at the very beginning. His hair's like dyed bleach blonde and he's a heroin addict.
That's always fun.
And in that one, he is gay.
Yeah, I watched that show because of Zoe Deschanel. She's
That's a pretty cool name.
I never fucking see that Cece girl in anything else, but she is just, oh.
Cece, yeah.
Yeah. Just this big,
I don't know who that is.
just this big titted Indian chick. It's just hot as fuck.
There you go. Sounds like a pretty fun show.
It is. It's great. You got like Nick, that dude's in a lot of things. He's basically just this guy that doesn't give a fuck about anything. He's just weird. Then you got Schmidt. Then you got Coach. Then you got the weird black dude. What's his name?
I can never remember his name.
Yeah.
He's funny though.
Winston,
yeah.
And eventually he like wants to be a cop and becomes a cop. And
Every time I hear that name, I think of Pet Sematary.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's like a lot
Winston
of guests.
Churchill.
There's like a lot of guests that come on that show. Oh, fucking Megan Fox is in there for a whole season.
Yeah, it's what's his name? Nick's girlfriend, right?
Yeah, Reagan. And the whole thing is just like this follow up on Nick and Zoe Deschanel just fucking kind of liking each other, then liking each other, then dating, then breaking up, and then like all this weird shit happens, then eventually they get married. Or
So it's like The Office.
Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like that.
It's kind of like that, but they're all roommates.
Yeah, it's a much better show than The Office.
Oh, so it's like Friends and The Office.
Yeah.
Which Office do you like better? The American or the British one?
I've never seen the British one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard that's only a season long anyway.
It's the original one. Ricky Gervais made up the idea, so he produces the American one too, I think.
Yeah, that comedy is definitely limited in that show though.
That's a British comedy.
No, not that, but wait, like how the American one's supposed to be?
It's partially British comedy still. It's Americanized, but it's not fully
Well, it's like
American.
aged. Like it does. Like that comedy doesn't age well.
I don't know. I like it still.
It's like weird to me. Like I
Dry comedy.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny at first, and I watched it again, and I was like, there's a lot of not funny shit in this for something that's supposed to be like raved about to be funny. It's like I don't know.
Situational.
Like
How do you not? What?
I think
don't
Steve
like that.
Steve Carell makes it pretty funny.
Yeah.
yeah, him and Dwight, I feel like is like kind
I
of
love Dwight.
men's
Yeah.
show together. But I don't know, maybe I haven't seen enough of it.
I love the one where they have the CPR doll and Dwight cuts its face off.
And wears it.
Yeah.
Or the fire starter scene. He's like,
Which one is that?
It's Dwight comes over. He's like, I asked him about fire alarms. He's like, today we're gonna find out how well these things really work. And he walks over, looks at the camera, lights the match, and there's like this little trash, like little office trash can there filled with paper. He just stares at the camera and drops it in. It's just like, and he walks back to his desk real slow and just sits down. Just looks around at everybody.
He acts like he didn't do anything.
Yeah, just nothing happened at all. He's just sitting there looking around at everybody. Then the fire alarms go off. Dwight jumps up. Fire! What are you gonna do? Everybody freaks the fuck out. Like they lock the door because he locks them in the room. Because he locks the door from the other side and then just closes it, so nobody can get out. And he's just standing there waiting. They're all trying to kick down the fucking door. One of the girls like fucking tries to climb into the ceiling vents, and like they're all just kicking the fuck out. This is so fucking funny. Like Steve Carell, he just jumps out of the fucking room. He's like, "Fuck, fire, fire! What are we gonna do?" Somebody throws like a chair out the window and it just bounces off and hits him. It's just a whole bunch of crazy shit happens. I don't remember that scene like really well, but like I don't know. It's just fucking. It's one of the funniest things I've seen on TV.
Did you ever watch Office Space?
No, I heard about that movie a lot.
Office Space is hilarious.
Isn't that like based on The Office or something? Or is it
I
just
don't know.
the one that gets confused as being that?
I don't know. It's more like the boss is like a normal boss that doesn't like care about his employees at all. That's Office Space.
It's like a lot of people love Clerks, but I just hate dumb comedy.
Did you ever watch it?
Yeah, I watched Clerks 1, 2, and I watched, what's that one? Bob and
Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
I watched Jay and Silent Bob. I watched Dogma and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
That's the one, yeah. I don't think I watched Dogma though.
Dogma has Chris Rock in it.
Oh.
There's like a fucking, what is it, the Archangel Michael or whatever, like loses his wings or wants to rebel against God or some shit.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. It's like him and the God of Death, or the Angel of Death, betray God. And God is a chick in a tutu.
Need to watch Little Nicky again. It's like the one dumb comedy movie I can watch.
Why don't you play that game?
No. We tried that.
There's a game?
That. Yeah, exactly.
On Game Boy.
Little Nicky?
Yeah, you gotta run around and collect fucking chickens. Like fried, fried chickens.
Get in the flash!
Yeah, Adam Sandler. Just love those movies. But I heard they're making a Constantine 2 now. With Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm very hyped on that. I love the first Constantine.
There's like a John Wick Chapter 4 coming out, too.
Jeez.
Yeah, he said he would make as many John Wick movies as people wanted. And Ryan Reynolds said the same thing about Deadpool. So we can just always look for good movies. I mean, we're not really there for the plot anymore at this point. We're just there for
Deadpool's a stupid comedy, isn't it?
Nah, that shit's just like zany. Like really funny and shit.
Isn't that
It's
what
like punchline after punchline.
Yeah. Nah, dumb comedy is just like fucking stoner movie shit. I'm not big on stoner movie shit. That's what I mean by dumb comedy. Like,
I don't like those movies either.
Like, oh, whoa, dude, what are we gonna do? Where's my car, dude? Like, that kind of shit. I fucking hate that shit. Because it's just like, I just feel like I'm being dragged through this, like, long movie.
What about Harold and Kumar?
That's different.
Pineapple Express.
Yeah, but that shit has Neil Patrick Harris in it. And everything Neil Patrick Harris is in is great. But he always has to play some short role in that shit. It pisses me off. I just wish it was just him. Like, fuck Harold and Kumar. Just give me Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris goes to White Castle.
Yeah. He's in that one, right?
I don't know. I don't watch those movies. The only stoner movies I watched were Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, I remember when me and Brandon saw that Wiz Khalifa movie that was going to come out with Snoop Dogg, and everybody thought it was going to be great, and we watched it once, and we were like, nah.
Yeah.
Soul Plane?
No.
I've seen Soul Plane.
It's called Mac and Dev Go to High School.
Yeah, that one.
That sounds dumb.
It's just about, it's just fucking Wiz Khalifa is trying to do this science experiment and get real, just gets real scientifically into growing marijuana. And he's trying to do that as his project in high school and teach people that weed is great. Weed is, like, everything.
Is it like a blaxploitation film?
I don't think so.
I watched a few of those.
It's been too
recently.
long. Like, been way too long.
Watched Black Dynamite.
Oh yeah, you were showing me clips of that movie. I kind of want to watch
Yeah, that movie's hilarious. We gotta watch it.
it. Oh no, there's a lot of like movies still need to watch. Kind of want to watch some horror movies, but like
Oh,
I'm not much of a horror movie person. It's just like certain movies, like Conjuring shit. I like those movies.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Hereditary?
Uh-uh. You ever seen
You should
Teeth?
watch that.
You ever
No.
seen Teeth?
Uh, I just watched this movie called Smile the other night. It was pretty good.
Isn't that the
Smile.
following? Or no, It Follows. That's the one I wanted to watch.
Yeah, you gotta watch that one. You ever watched It Follows, Brandon?
Sounds familiar.
It's like, what is it? This thing like follows you and it disguises itself as people, and like if it ever gets to you, it kills you, and you have to
Oh,
pass on the curse like through sex.
it sounds just like Smile, but you have to for it to not kill you, you'd have to kill somebody else, and someone would
Uh,
have to witness it to pass on the curse.
yeah, it passes on to the person who witnesses it.
Yeah, if you were to kill somebody, but if it kills you and you kill yourself, whoever sees you kill yourself gets the
Uh,
curse. Yeah,
Did you ever,
it's a pretty crazy movie.
you guys ever watch Evolution?
Mm,
yes,
It's an old, like, alien movie from 2001.
yes.
Fucking love that movie.
You love that movie?
Yeah, that was one of those goofy movies that I'll always, like, have a thing for. I don't know why. It's not like it's a great movie. It's just, I just like that movie a lot.
I just remember that one thing that comes out of the closet and it like farts or whatever, and then like when it dies because it suffocates.
Yeah, Brandon, you've never seen that movie?
no,
There,
The smiley face with the three eyes.
yeah.
what's that old movie called? The only alien movie that comes to mind for me is it's like a bunch of military guys killing these aliens. What is that movie called, dude? It doesn't really narrow it down.
No, it doesn't.
This one ends
There's
with
the
like,
It's like a
alien.
class. It was a classic, dude. Everybody's
Alien?
seen it. No, I'll think of it.
there's like essentially this meteor comes down and hits, and like all these little alien things just start evolving really fucking fast and causing trouble all over the place. And then like they try to napalm the meteor site, and it just makes them evolve like ridiculous fast into like this giant fleshy like weird thing with a giant butthole. And
What
they
the
get
hell?
like they get this truck, and they're like, yeah, the only thing that can stop it is Head and Shoulders. So they just crank all this Head and Shoulders out of this tanker truck into its asshole, and it explodes. I don't know.
The movie I was thinking of is Starship Troopers.
Oh, Starship Troopers is awesome.
That's a great movie.
The first one is great. The second two are like terrible.
I still haven't seen Spaceballs.
Really?
Yeah, or Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe or Galaxy.
I have to watch that. Yeah.
Yeah, I never
Hitchhiker's
watched
Guide to the Galaxy.
it. I heard it was really
I haven't
good,
seen that.
but I wonder
Classic.
how well it aged. You know what I mean?
It's a classic. It's based off of a book,
Oh,
so you
really?
can always read the book. Yeah. It's like a lot of those good sci-fis are based off of good sci-fi books.
I recently saw Coneheads, or whatever.
Did you?
Yeah.
How'd you like that?
Fuck that movie. Fucking stupid.
You
I
gotta
mean,
watch Kung Pao.
Kung Pao.
Yeah, Enter the Fist.
Nah, I haven't seen that.
It's hilarious.
What was the one with the Axe Gang?
That was Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah, that's like my favorite Kung Fu movie.
Nice.
I just love that movie. And like they're apparently coming out with a second one now.
Yeah, that's so weird because it's like 10 years after.
Yeah, well they like the poster, it's an axe with a rainbow over it. That's
Oh,
it. It's like, okay.
I don't know if I should be scared or
It's gonna be wild.
maybe.
People are starting that whole like a controversy about this fucking. Have you guys ever watched Breakfast at Tiffany's with Aubrey Hepburn?
Mhm.
I've heard of it.
Okay, it's like I don't even know what kind of movie to call that, but like it's all right. Like if
Isn't
you
it
just
about anorexia?
nah, it's just about Aubrey Hepburn being this girl that has always wanted something from Tiffany's Jewelers. So she goes on these walks every morning with a cup of coffee and looks around in Tiffany's, and that's what she does. And then she has like these crazy wild parties at her apartment, and then she's like in love with this dude or something. But like, there's no real fucking plot to it. It's like kind of just like her life. It's like weird. I don't know, but it's an okay film. But the guy she rents off of is Japanese. And since this is like an old film, like an old black and white film, all that shit, I forget what year it was, but like he comes up and he has his fucking teeth sticking out. And he's like, "Hi, you got the win!" And like people are starting
He's
this
supposed to
big
be
controversy.
Chinese.
He's Japanese or some shit.
Because the buck teeth stereotype is a Chinese thing.
I thought it was Japanese.
No.
I don't know, but he's like super Asian. And like the article I was reading said he was Japanese, so that's why I said
Dude,
that.
they should watch some old anime because that is racist as shit towards Chinese people.
Yeah, but they're like starting this big thing over that, and it's like, bro, everybody that was in that movie is probably dead now. Like, that shit came out in like the 50s or the 60s or some crazy shit like that. So like, chill. It's like, what the fuck
They're
is
trying
this?
to change all kinds of shit because it's not sensitive or whatever.
Right. Ben Stiller, like they're talking about him fucking not apologizing for the blackface thing that he did, or
For making it, yeah.
yeah, for making it. And it's like, no, we're not gonna apologize for that because we love that shit, and never seen anybody complain about it in the comments at all. No.
Well, it's also
one.
it's the point of the joke.
Right. It's
The
like, why
joke
do we-
is that this is an old action movie and they used to put people in blackface instead of having people that were black. That is the whole joke.
Right. It's like because Joe Rogan had fucking Robert Downey Jr. on his show, and he's like, so, like, do you think you could make that movie today? He's like, oh, you could make it. The question is, how's it gonna go? He's like, I was real weirded out whenever they asked me to play that role, but I thought to myself, I get to be black for a summer. It's like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
This cancel culture thing is just ridiculous.
Yeah, everybody loved that shit,
Right.
and now they're complaining about it.
Right. It's like I was
No one
talking-
said a thing when it first came out.
Yeah.
See, I never watched that, but I watched Zoolander and stuff.
Zoolander.
Yeah. See, I would say Zoolander is a dumb comedy.
You think it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I. But
It's pretty stupid, but it's funny.
yeah, like
Like they
I've-
have the gasoline fight and then they light a cigarette. It's like the beginning of Zoolander 1 or 2.
You don't mess with the Zohan, do you?
I didn't watch that, no.
Okay, that's a dumb good movie though. Like that's a fun movie.
Well, all Adam Sandler movies, I would say, are dumb.
Yeah, Mr.
Except for, like,
It's funny, but it is stupid. Stupid as hell. Isn't he like a hairdresser or some shit?
He is an ex-military guy from somewhere in Arabia or some shit like that, and he constantly eats hummus.
Yeah, his passion is hair.
Yeah,
It's probably Israeli or whatever.
yeah, something like that. And he's like, he just like fucking kicks through walls with hummus in his hand. And he's like, I'll fuck you up. Don't you fucking fuck with my hair salon. Like, just like shit like that.
Yeah, Adam Sandler takes advantage of the fact that he's Jewish by like making all of the Jewish stereotypes.
Yeah. It's pretty funny though. So I saw a picture of him walking around New York, like bundled up with just a jar of kosher pickles, walking around eating them. It's like, this is what everybody needs: simple, easy life of fame and just walking around like you're nothing with a jar of pickles.
That sounds great.
He's like looking around, just crunching.
Crunching pickles.
Yeah. But there's what the fuck is that movie called? I was trying to talk about before. Damn it. Oh yeah, Don't Mess with the Zuhan. It's fucking sweet, dude. You should watch that movie. I think it's on like everything.
If you watch Freddy Got Fingered with me,
I don't know about all that.
You've never
that
seen
movie's
that?
hilarious.
Nah.
Yeah, that movie's hilarious.
Like what kind of hilarious?
Like, I don't know.
It's
Like-
it's an
It's fucking
experience.
stupid. Yeah,
It's
it's
an
an experience. It's Tom Green, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, there's this scene where they fucking go skateboarding and the dude breaks his leg and he's like screaming, "Help me!" And Tom Green starts licking the bone. And he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
There's some other part where there's like a dead deer on the side of the road or
Yeah.
something, and he like wears it.
Yeah, he's a cartoonist, and they're like, you have to get into your characters. And his characters are centaurs, so he sees this deer, and he's like, yeah. And he starts wearing it and running around the woods.
You guys ever watch the that one fucking Psycho movie where Ryan Reynolds is the psychopath? Like he's like crazy and fucking has schizophrenia real bad and shit.
No.
No.
Yeah, like Anna Kendrick's in that. He like chops her head off along with this other chick, and then
Nice.
the heads start talking to him in his fridge.
Oh, his pets talk to him and stuff.
Yeah, that one.
It's like a really weird movie because he's like super nice guy and he doesn't know he's like doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that movie called, bro? There's like this one chick he's obsessed with from work and he kills her. And it's like an accident, but it's not an accident.
Yeah. I forget what that movie is.
And then he has their heads in his fridge.
I don't know, he has a bunch of weird movies that like nobody ever talks about, but they're actually pretty good. Like there's this one where like there's an earthquake when he's in the hospital or some natural disaster, and he had a kid where the mom died and the baby was in an incubator, and whenever the power goes out, he has to run back to it like every 5 to 10 minutes or something and crank this generator to keep the baby alive. And then like people start ransacking the hospital and there's like drug addicts and shit. That movie's fucking crazy.
Huh.
I always forget what that fucking movie's called though. And Buried, where he's buried alive. Yeah, that was another wild one. It's surprising to me that he didn't just do comedies all the time. That's just like his main thing.
I think I saw the buried one.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Kill Bill's a great buried movie.
Yeah.
I
I haven't watched Kill Bill in forever.
Yeah, I need to watch it again. I really like those movies.
Yeah.
They're fucked up.
My mom was watching the second one where she's fighting all the samurai guys. She's like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
It's funny as shit. When she gets to the last guy and just spanks him with her sword, she's like, you go home and apologize to your mother.
Alright, let's call it a day, boys. Oh, I gotta announce the next game. We're gonna do
Is it
Oblivion.
Brandon's choice?
Oh yeah, because he's back. Well, I was gonna pick because we didn't show up last time, so you get to pick the game, Brandon.
I already downloaded Oblivion because you told me that's what it was.
Alright, Oblivion it is.
Brandon gets next choice. Then.
Yeah, Brandon gets next choice. So it'll go what, Nat? It'll be me, Brandon, Mike, or is that how it's gonna go from now on?
I guess.
All right.
however it's gonna go now.
How long of a
You
game? Yeah.
Don't
try
worry.
not to
Order.
make a super long game,
Yeah.
but
I
if you
mean,
want to, it doesn't really matter.
yeah. I mean, we're just gonna probably drag it out for 3 weeks anyway, like we just did. It'll be 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Usually, if we pick a long game, we try to stick to
like
shorter
2.
ones afterwards.
Well, Oblivion's kind of a long game, right?
All matters. You could
Yeah,
beat Oblivion pretty fast.
Yeah.
just
But
grind the storyline.
Yeah.
I would just
No
I would
side.
just play it like you want to, like,
Yeah,
cause
nobody plays the main story.
yeah, like I play Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood and all that shit. I've never done the Mages Guild. I've never done the Fighters Guild.
I've done both of those.
So I gotta do those.
Is that the ones you're going
I've
to
done
do?
that stuff on Skyrim, Dark
Yeah.
Brotherhood.
Yeah. Dark Brotherhood and Oblivion is better.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially the whodunit.
All right, we're clocking out, guys. Catch
Check you later.
Later.
later.